Hello students, this is Professor Aranda speaking to you. I am going to talk about our textbook, The Enjoyment of Music, and how we're going to access the book, the ebook, and how within that ebook we're going to be able to do all the assignments that are in each week's modules. So in your first week's module, you have this page, so it's in two places. It's on this video, and it is also going to be embedded in the section on the how to use the ebook, so you'll have both there. You will go to this website. Once you're there, you're going to be able to register as a student, purchase, or sign up for the trial access. The trial access is students are going to kind of try it out for a couple of weeks and then maybe drop the class. If you know you're going to hang in there, it's just purchase it. Again, the ebook is recommended. I guess if you really wanted to, you could use a hard copy of this book, but the problem is all the assignments are within the online platform, so you really might as well get the ebook. And if you do get the hard copy, you're going to have to end up registering anyway just to do the online activities. So I highly recommend you go straight to the ebook. Once you are in this book, you're going to be asked to enter your name, the school email, create your own password. Then you will be led through the different kinds of ways you can register for the product, and they're going to ask you for your student set ID. So there's your ID, and you'll have them in two different places. And if you ever need that customer support, there's your web address where you can check that out. So after you've done this, let me show you what it's going to look like after you go to this website. Once you're in, this is what the home page looks like. It'll say digital resources. Now here's where you're going to sign in, register a code, or purchase access. Here's your ebook, playlist things. We're going to mainly concentrate on the ebook, the listening activities, and the review activities. So we're going to come here. Now, since I've already registered for this product, I'm just going to sign in. If you have not registered for the product, you're going to click no, and then you will enter your information, the school, the password, the school code, everything else. But since I'm already registered, I will just go on in. Okay, so after you have done this and you are ready to access the ebook and the exercises, you sign in. Oops, there we go. Try it one more time. Oh, I had my caps on. Okay, so now, once you are into the book, after you've registered, this is where all the magic happens. All the reading assignments will be from the ebook. At the end of each chapter reading, you'll have review activities. You'll click on those, and then you'll have listening activities. So you're going to look for this little guy here, and I'm going to explain how these listening activities are different than the ones that are in here. So let's just go to the ebook. Let's just say I've given you some chapter reading, and let's just say we're over in this section. Let's just say we're talking about Mozart. And let's say I ask you to read chapter 29. Okay, so you click on that. And there's our reading. So you'll read this. You read the chapters that were assigned, and you'll see we've got everything that is important to the music that's being discussed. There's also audio here. You can listen to various kinds of things. So let's take a little bit of this. Okay, so we got each of these has some listening examples. some things to think about. And here is an entire performance of this piece. And this is also something to listen to. And in our first week, we're going to learn about melody, rhythm, meter, harmony, texture, form, what to listen for, and it tells you piece by piece what you're listening for. So you can just like play it. This is what we're hearing. Now, again, this is not your listening assignment. This is just something to help you as you follow through the chapter reading. Now, after you are done with the chapter reading, you will go back and do the review. Review activities. These are chapter quizzes, really. So, let's see, section 1. There we go. So let's see what we got here. Let's kind of say this is the one this is the chapter we just read. Now this is an actual graded assignment. I'll do a little review mode, or I'll preview this quiz as a student. I'll pretend I'm a student. Okay, so all these questions come out of the reading that you did. So we got this question: chamber music generally implies a large ensemble with more than one player to a part. If you've read the chapter, you would know that is false. The focus of classical chamber music is soloistic virtuosity. If you had read the chapter, you'd know that is false, etc., etc. So in this case, there are 15 questions, and your grade is up here, and you can just keep on going on. And each chapter that is assigned to you for reading will have some kind of review questions. Now, the second part of your assignments is the listening. So these are not the ones that are already here. You got to come over here, and here's the listening. And these are different. So let's we'll do something a little bit different. This is something from this chapter. And here we go. Now we're going to listen. That's great. So we're going to listen to this piece, but also all this comes from this chapter 27. So what you're going to do is hopefully you have read the chapter, you've done the review activities, and then we would take a look at this and decide which one of these fits, and it's actually this one. And then we continue on. And everything is what is in your book, and it keeps track. You can keep track of your score, and the way these work is you can't just keep on pushing buttons. You really have to know the information, or they just keep on going on and on. If you want to get more points, you can go up here, and you can do these kind of things. You can play the music. What instruments do we hear at the beginning of this movement? Do we hear a piano? Do we hear a soloist play, or are we hearing the orchestra? Well, I think it's pretty obvious we're hearing the orchestra. And that's how all the listening assignments go. So, what I wanted to say is these are pretty much your only assignments for this class. As you go through the different modules, you'll be reading your ebook, After you read the various chapters, you'll come here and do your chapter review activities, and then you'll do the listening activities. Of course, the other assignments are the discussions, but that'll be separate. But this is everything that is for the book. Also wanted to say that, oops, this this one is for section 2. So if you're in section 2 of the class, so the first one I showed is those enrolled in 11-8-30. This is for the students. The student set ID is for the students enrolled in 11-8-31. So hopefully that will be there and understood. So one more time, like I said, I'll show you. If you are in summer section 1, see summer section 1. There's your student set ID 224473, and that's for the music for 11-8-30. If you are enrolled in music for 11-8-31, this is your student set ID number 224474. Either way, in each of your respective modules, you will have that information, and this is the home page you'll be looking at. One more time, your readings are in the ebook. Your review chapter activities are right here, and your listening activities. And that is really the heart and soul of all the assignments done in this Music 4 Music Appreciation online class. So I hope that makes it clear, and if you have any questions, you feel free to ask me or email me. All right, have fun, guys. Talk to you later.